Okay, so let's have what another type of stress. This is called the shear stress. Okay, so we will be having here called the shear stress. Okay. Before anything else, balikan muna natin yung pinaka-figure natin dati, no? So, example, you have this cross-section area. Tapos, pag ganito yung aking member. Ayan. Okay. And then, sabi natin, before, meron tayong tatlong axis. We have the X, we have the Y, and then we have the Z axis. Okay, if you still remember. Tapos, kada axis, meron tayong force. So, we have here called the Fx. And then, we have here the Fy. And then, meron din tayo ditong Fz. Okay? So, itong Fz, ang nag-create na stress niyan, that is called the normal stress. Okay? So, this normal stress, dalawa yung types, no? Kapag pahila, okay? Kapag pahilang pa ganun, ang tawag natin sa kanya is tensile. Kapag naman patulak, okay? Okay, kapag patulak na pa ganun, ang tawag naman sa kanya is compressive. Okay? Or compression. Compressive and then the tensile. Okay? So, yun yung ginagawa natin nung nakaraan. Okay? Ngayon, meron tayong Fx. Okay? Ito yung cross-section area natin na tinutukoy. So, these are the cross-sectional area. Okay? Perpendicular yan. Okay? So, kung titingnan natin dito sa side na to, if I'm going to see on this view, okay, ito yung pinaka-rebar ko. Okay? Nasaan yung mga axis? Ito yung axis ng Y. And then, ito yung axis ng Z, no? Ayan. So, parang ginanong ko lang. Tapos, ito yung aking compression and tension. So, that is your Fz. And then, ito naman yung aking Fy. Okay? So, kung titingnan natin, since ito yung cross-sectional area natin, okay, that is perpendicular doon. Okay, kapag perpendicular yung force, ang tawag natin sa kanya is normal. Okay. Yung Fy natin, kung papansinin nyo, ito yung Fy. Okay, ito yung Fy. Tapos, ito yung area. So, they are parallel, no? So, it means yung Fy is parallel to the area. Okay? Ang nakikreate niya, ang tawag natin doon is shear force. Ang tawag natin doon, that is a shear force. Kapag parallel yung area. Yung Fx ko, ganun din. Okay? Ang tingnan ko naman yung top view. So, tingin naman ako dun sa top view. So, ganito naman. So, this is, sabihin na natin, left side view. Left side view. Ito, tawagin natin tong top view, no? Top view. So, again, ito pa rin yung aking z-axis. Okay? Pero, ito na yung aking x-axis. Okay? So, again, pag ganito naman yung aking fx. Parallel din dun sa area. So, ito pala, this is also parallel to the area. Ang tawag din natin sa kanya is shear force. Si fx pala at saka si fy, they are both shear force. Now, if both the fx and then the fy or kahit ilang pang force yan, nag-a-act simultaneous dun sa ating cross-sectional area as parallel force, so kukunin natin yung pinaka-resultant. Okay? So, yung resultant natin, that is just equal to the square root, SRSS, of fx squared plus fy squared. Okay? So, these are ang tinatawag nating shear force. Okay? So, ang tawag natin dito is yung pinaka-shearing force natin or shear force. Resultant nga lang siya, no? So, ibig sabihin pinagsama ng dalawa. Okay? So, yung pinaka-stress na makikreate natin, okay? So, we will call that as our tau. Okay? So that is equal to our shear all over the area of shearing. Okay? So this is what you call the shearing stress. Okay? So now, aside from the shearing stress, meron tayong tinatawag na bearing stress. Okay. So we will having the second type, the third type actually, what's called the bearing. Okay? Yung bearing stress, para siyang normal stress lang. Okay? Kaya lang nakikreate siya kapag may dalawang bagay na magkadikit. Okay? Action-reaction, parang ganun. No? Example. Okay? Meron kang cellphone or ito yung pinaka-floor mo. Tapos meron kang poste dyan. And then, nakatungtong siyang ganyan. Okay? So, kung ano man yung force na meron dito, for example, tinutulak ko, okay, itong mismong weight niya. So, meron niyang weight as the force. Okay? Tapos, meron dalawang contact. Okay? So, parang contact area mo. So, I'll try to draw it. Okay? Example, ito yung pinaka-part na yon. Ito yung aking, okay? Ito yung aking, okay? Ayan. Okay? So, example, yan. So, meron kang weight. So, yung weight mo na yon, that actually serves as your force. Okay, yung weight mo. And then, sa pinakababa, merong area of contact, ano? So, kung saan nagdikit yung dalawa. Okay? So, pinaka-bearing, that is also a perpendicular area. Okay? So, ang tawag natin doon sa pinaka-area na yon is area of bearing. Okay? So, denoted, tawagin natin siyang A sub B, no? Okay? So, para makuha natin yung bearing stress, okay? So, we will be having here the bearing, and that is equals to the force P all over our area of bearing. Okay? Ayan. So, same lang siya. Meron kang bearing stress. Ang kaibahan niya sa normal stress, si bearing dapat meron siyang kadikit, ano? Okay, ano pa yung mga bearing na pwede nating mangyari? Okay, example. Example, meron akong wood. Okay. I have here a wood. Ayan. Ayan. Okay. Tapos, nilagyan mo siya ng washer. Okay, plate washer. Okay, tapos meron ka dong hexagonal head nut. Okay. Siyempre, ayan, meron ka dyan. Ayan. Okay, example. Okay. Now, hinihila mo to. Okay, for example, you have here the force P. Yung top view niyan, okay, if you are going to look for the top view, okay, parang meron kang, eto yung hexagonal nut mo. Okay. And then, meron ka ditong plate washer. Okay? So, tapos ito yung tabla. Okay. Itong plate washer mo na to, okay, di ba butas yan? So, you have here, tapos, ayan, ganyan yung plate washer, di ba? Okay. So, itong area po na to, okay, na kung saan nakadikit yung plate washer, at saka yung sa pinaka-timber or pinaka-tabla, yun po yung ating area of bearing. Okay? And then yung force P, yun yung ating force. Okay? So that is called the bearing stress. Basta, any bodies na magkakaroon ng contact, yung area of contact nilang dalawa, yun yung tinatawag nating area ng bearing. Okay? So para mas maintindihan natin, let's have it for one example. Okay, so let's have the problem number 1. The lap joint shown is fastened by 3 by 4 3/4 inches diameter rivets. Find the maximum load P that can be applied if the working stress are 14 kSI for shear in the rivet, 18 kSI for the bearing of the plate, and 15 kSI for the tension of the plate. Okay. First, yung rivet. So, yung rivet, isa siyang parang tornilyo. Okay? So, yun ang pinakamadali. Nung mga unang panahon, hindi pa nauuso yung kasi yung mga tornilyo, rivets yung ginagamit, no? So, yung rivet na yan, pinakamagandang example niyan, pag nagpupunta kayo sa mga old na mga steel bridges, kung makikita nyo, yun yung mga may ulo na parang eggnog. Okay. So, yan. Mga ganyan yung ulo niya na, no? Okay. So, dati, yan yung ginagamit. Okay. So, ngayon, yung modern rivets ngayon, yun yung mga ginagamit kung meron kang rivet gun. Okay. Yung sa mga bubong. Okay. Yung babarilin mo. Okay. So, ganun din yun. Medyo semi-circle din yung pinakaulo niya. Okay. So, find the maximum load P. Ngayon, tatlo yung ibinigay. Okay? Tatlo yung binigay nating conditions. So, we have here the 14, the 18, and then the 15. So, sabi ko nga kung ilang conditions yung ibinigay, ibig sabihin, ganong karami ring possible answers yung makukuha natin. Tapos, mamimili tayo ng most appropriate. So, kung load yung hinahanap natin, which is the load P, ang hahanapin natin is the minimum. Okay? First, unahin muna natin sa shear. Okay? So, for the shearing force, okay, shear stress tayo. Okay? So, assuming, okay, meron akong isang force dito na P. Okay. Pili tayo ng kanan or kaliwa lang. Okay. Putulin natin. So, kasi dalawa silang, kumbaga, puputol ako ng hahatiin ko sa gitna. Okay? Kunin ko na lang yung top. Okay, kunin ko na lang yung top. Oops. Ayan, example. Okay, kunin ko yung top. Ito kasing plate na to, nakaka-experience siya ng force P. Okay? Tapos, meron ako doong 4 na rivets. Okay? Kaya lang, yung dalawa kasi magkapantay, kaya hindi gaano kita. Okay. So, lalagyan ko dito ng, sige, ulo. And parang ganyan na, no? Okay. Since nawala yung pinaka-bottom part ko, so, ang magre-resist nitong P, of course, yung connection, yung pinaka-rivet mo, no? So, ito, sa top view niya, okay, top view natin to. Ayan. Ito yung force P. Okay. And then, meron tayong 4 na rivets. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So, you have the 4. Okay. Yung magre-resist ng P na yon, syempre, yung mga rivets na yon, paghahati-hatian nila equally. Okay. So, sa deformable, hindi natin i-consider muna ngayon yung placement. Okay. Pero, syempre, may mga researches na sinasabi nila na, hindi, mas nakaka-experience ng larger force yung naunang bolts, okay, or naunang rivets. Pero for the meantime, we will consider it as if they are all equal. So, in short, paghahati-hatian nila lahat ng forces na yon, so you will be having here P all over 4. Ito, ganun din. So, you have their P all over 4. Ito, ganun din. So, you have their P all over 4. And then, ito rin, ganun. So, you have their P all over 4. So, ibig sabihin pala, yung isang force, yung isang rivet, nakaka-experience siya ng quarter ng force. Pinaghatian kasi nilang 4. Okay? Ngayon, ito yon. Okay? Yung magre-resist ng force na yon, actually, itong mga bolts na to, no? I-exage natin mabuti. Okay? Assuming, ito, kasi meron akong force P dito, no? Sa pinakababa. Hihilahin ko yung P dito, tapos hihilahin ko yung P doon. Okay? Sobrang lakas. Okay? Tapos, napakalakas din ng mga plates ng top and bottom. Okay? Saan kaya pwedeng masira? A-assume natin, kung hinahanap natin is yung strength dun sa pinaka-bolts, a-assume natin na masisira yung pinaka-rivet natin. Ano? So, in short, mapuputol yon at this point. Okay? Mapaghihiwalay siya. Kumbaga, itong part, ito, okay? Ito yung pinaka magiging top chord niya. Okay? And then, masisira yon. Okay? Masisira yon, ano? Kasi because of the force P all over 4. Okay? So, that P all over 4, okay, kasi hinila yun ng P all over 4 eh. Okay? Ang nagre-resist nun, ito. itong pinaka-area mo na to. Okay? So, that is actually your shearing force. Okay? So, shear mo, it's P all over 4. Okay? So, ngayon, yung area ko na to na naputol, kung ano man yung naputol, kasi di ba sabi nga natin sa cutting of section, once na nag-cut tayo ng section, okay, may makikita ka dong force. Okay, may lalabas na force. So, nung naputol yung ano na yon, yung section na yon, naglabas tayo ng P all over 4. Okay, yung area niya, okay, so you will be having, syempre, bilog. Okay. So, ayan, nandyan yung P all over 4 natin, ano? So, you have there the P all over the 4. Okay? So, you will be having here the area. Okay? So, area of bearing is equals to pi all over 4 multiplied by 3/4 squared. Okay? And then, yung ating shearing force, and that's around P all over 4. So, kung yung allowable natin, so that would become 14 KSI. Okay? So, we will be having here tau equals to V all over the A. Okay? Or we will be having here 14 KSI is equals to all our force, which is P all over 4. And then, pi all over 4 multiplied it by 3/4 squared. Okay, so we will be having here the value of P based on the shear. So 14 times pi all over 4 multiplied by 0.75 squared times 4. So that's around 24.74 kips. Okay. Hindi pa pala yan sagot. Again, ibig sabihin ng kips, no? So, that is around kilopounds. So, this is called the kilopounds. Or that is around 1,000 pounds. Okay, pound force tayo palagi kapag deformable. So, wala tayong pound mass dito. Okay? So, you have your 24.74. So, lagay ko muna siya dito. Tawagin ko siya due to the force V. So, that's 24.74 kips. Okay? So, next, we will be having here as our bearing. Okay? So, delete ko na muna so that we could have it on the bearing. Okay, so we will be having here due to bearing. Okay? Sabi ko nga kanina, yung bearing natin, nakadepende siya sa contact area. Okay? So, kung hihilahin natin yung dalawang plate, ano yung magdidikit? Ang magdidikit sa kanya is yung pinaka-bolt mo or yung pinaka-rivet mo at saka yung pinaka-plate. Okay? Mamimili lang ako ng isa, no? Example, piliin ko na tong una, yung bolt na to sa harapan. Okay. So, let me draw that. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yan, no? So, nasan yung force na yon? Yung P all over 4 natin. Okay? So, yung P all over 4 natin, so it is acting here kasi ang kiko natin is bearing and that's around P over 4. Nasan sir yung bearing area? Saan ba nagdikit yung pinaka-bolt mo at saka yung plate? Ito yung pinagdikitan ng bolts and plate mo, ano? Okay, ayun yung pinagdikitan ng bolts and plate mo. Okay? Pero hindi natin kukunin yung pinaka-curve. Okay, for the bearing stresses, ang kinukuha natin is actually the horizontal projection. Okay, so it means titingnan natin dito sa view na to. Okay, I will look for that view at ito yung kalalabasan niya. Okay, so ito yung thickness ng plate mo. Kung titingnan ko doon, meron ako ditong bolt. Okay, yun yung aking bearing area. Okay? And that distance, ito, syempre, para siyang rectangle ngayon, meron kang base doon na diameter mo, no? So, that's around 3/4 inches. Okay? And then, this one, this thickness, it's around 7/8 inches. Okay? So, you will be having here the area of the bearing, which is equals to diameter multiplied it by the thickness. Okay? Or that's 3/4 multiplied it by 7/8. Para lang siyang rectangle. Okay? Ganun yung pagkuha natin ng area ng bearing. Ano? Laging horizontal projection. Okay? So, again, meron akong force. So, para makuha natin yung bearing stress, so we will be having here bearing stress. And that is P all over the area of the bearing. Okay? So, again, meron tayong allowable bearing which is 18 KSI. And then we have the P equals to P all over 4. Okay, and then the area. Okay, so we will be having here 18 KSI is equals to P all over 4 all over 3/4 multiplied it by 7/8. Okay, so that we will be having here the value of P equal to 18 times 0.75 times 7/8. Okay, times 4. Or that's around 47.25 kips. So you have here 47.25 kips. Okay, tawagin natin yung bearing. So I will now have here P of bearing equal to 47.25 kips. Okay? So, lastly, kukunin natin yung tension dun sa plate. Okay? So, i-disregard na muna natin yung bolts kasi tapos na tayo dun, no? So, delete ko muna ulit. Okay? I-post nyo na lang ha para kopyahin nyo. So, we will be having here for the tension. Okay. Yung tension of plate natin, okay, top na lang din kasi parehas lang naman silang dalawa. Okay. So, example, you have there the P. Okay. Tapos, meron kang mga rivet. Okay, so, pwedeng dito, and then doon, tsaka doon. Okay, so ito, mga butas yan eh. Mga butas, ano. Okay. Pwede nating i-cut yung section natin sa napakaraming sabihin na natin ano to, napakaraming parts. Okay, unahin natin, pwede kong i-cut dito sa point na to, pero doon wala akong tinamaang bolts. Okay, so ang mangyayari doon, ayan, so ito yung force, ito tinap view ko, tapos ito yung mga bolts ko. Okay. Tapos, ayan, cutting plane yan. Oops, cutting plane, ano. Okay. And then, you have there here, okay, the force. Okay. Kaya lang, kung papansinin natin, ito yung force ko. Okay. Meron na akong 4 na bolts. Okay. Itong 4 na bolts na to, effective na yan. Sabi nga natin, nagdadala na yan ng P all over 4. P all over 4. P all over 4, and then P all over 4. Eh dito, may kailangan pa ba ako doon? Equilibrium na sila, di ba? So this one, at this section, wala ka ng stress dyan. Ibig sabihin, yung dulo pala ng plate na yon, stress-free. Okay? Parang ganun yung pinaka-ano natin, ano? Okay, next. Kunin ko naman, next. Okay? Pinakamaganda niyan, okay, as a technique, para hindi na kayo, kung nasaan yung given na force P mo, for example, ito yung force P mo, no? So, sa harap ako kukuha. Okay? So, dito ko naman siya i-cut. Okay? I will cut it here. Baguhin ko yung kulay. I will cut it here. Okay? Tapos, idodrawing ko siya. Ayan. Whoop. Since meron akong P dito, para maging equilibrium ka, meron din akong P doon. Okay? And then, yung area na yon na pinutol mo, okay? So, you will be having here the area. So, yung P natin, sabihin natin, plate natin is 15 KSI. So, yung P na create natin is P. All over the area. So, ang area natin, meron ka ditong thickness na 7 all over 8. At meron ka ditong dimension around 4 inches. So, that's around 4 multiplied it by 7 all over 8. Okay? So, meron ka ditong P na 15 multiplied it by 4 times 7 all over 8. Okay? So, that's around 52.5 kips. Okay? Ngayon, ito yon sa cross-section na yan. Punta ako dito at this point na kung saan tinamaan ko yung isang bolts. Okay? Paano magiging itsura niya? So, magiging itsura niya, it will look like this one. Okay? Ayan. Okay, sige. Gawin natin 3D. Okay? So, again, you have there the force P. Ngayon, putol yung bolt ha, ibig sabihin, hindi pa siya efficiently nakaka-resist ng P all over 4. So, it means, yung force ko dito, it's still P. Kaya lang, yung area ko, eto na lang. Bawas na. Huh? Hindi nakasama yun sa bolt. So, it means yung P ko doon is still P, kaya lang yung area ko nabawasan na. So, you will be having, instead na 4 inches, so 4 kasi to, okay, babawasan ko ng diameter ng bolt. So, minus 4 minus 3/4. And then, multiply it by thickness na 7 all over 8. Okay? So, that you will be having here the force P. So, P multiplied by 4 minus 3/4 multiplied by 7 all over 8. So, you will be having only here 42.66 kips. So, as you can see, bumaba, Maintenance lumiliit kasi yung area natin, bumababa yung force. I will cut the section on this part. Okay. So, paano naman magiging itsura niya? So, it will look like this one. Okay. So, isa, dalawa. Tapos, dito, meron ka na rin dito, Okay. Okay. Yan. Okay. And then, nandito yung aking force P. Okay? Kaya lang, dito, meron ka ng bolt dun eh. So, efficiently, nakakapag-resist na siya ng T all over 4. Okay? So, ilan na lang yung matitira dito? So, that's 3P all over 4 or 3/4, no? Kasi yung 1/4 mo, kinuha na ng bolt. So, yung natitira para sa area na to, okay, it's already 3P all over 4. Malinaw yan, Para 1 whole pa rin tayo. So, I will be having here 15 is equals to 3P all over 4. Ang area ko ngayon, dalawa. Ima-minus ko ng dalawang whole. Dalawa, isa, dalawa. And that is the diameter. So, minus 2 and 3/4. Okay? And then, multiply natin by the thickness ng 7 all over 8 para makuha natin yung area. Okay? So, kumbaga kinuha ko lang yung width na to, which is 4, nag-minus ako ng dalawang diameter. Tapos, minultiply ko ng thickness. With this, I can now have the value of P. So, you will be having here 15 times 4 minus 2 times 3/4 times 7 all over 8. Okay? And then, you will be having here the value of P, which is equals to 43 43.75 kips. So, you have there 43.8 kips. Now, lastly, eto sana, no? So, pwede nyo gawin. I-cut nyo rin dito. Kaya lang, sabi ko nga, kung meron kang bolt, okay? Kagaya nyan, parang pag kinat ko kasi yung section na yon, parehas lang naman sila ng kalalabasang area. Parang ganito lang din. Parang ganito lang din siya, no? Parang ganito lang din. Okay? Mas nag-govern yung mas malapit dun sa load. Okay? Kasi nga, kapag ito yung kinonsider natin, tutulungan na siya ng tatlong bolts. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung cutting section ko dun is magiging maliit. Okay? So, pwedeng hindi ko na gawin yon. So, kinuha ko na lang yung dalawang pinakamalapit. Between the three, 52, 42, and then 43, kukunin natin yung capacity ng plate. So, yung pinakamaliit. So, tawagin natin yung PT. Okay? So, ang PT natin, pinakamaliit, ang governing natin is 42.66 kips. Okay? So, yung largest P, ito is base sa 14 KSI, you have 24.74. Based sa 18 KSI, you have 47.25. And based on the 15 KSI, you have 42.66. The load P, okay, na governing natin, P max, yung pinaka-minimum sa tatlo, no? So, yun yung maximum para hindi mag-fail sa kahit anong load. So, that is around 24.74 kips. Okay? So, this is the answer for this problem. Okay? Ang nag-govern is yung shearing stress. Okay? So, that's it.